Hi YouTube, what is up? Untitled Warrior here, coming at you with another video. In this video, we actually are doing a Q&A today. Ask me anything, question and answer, whatever you guys want to call it. And this is a segment where basically with the channel members, like if you guys hit that join button down below, in the community tab of YouTube, I post a monthly question asking for you guys' questions, and you guys get to get featured on these episodes by asking really good questions. So that's what we're going to be going over today, guys. If you guys want to sign up for channel memberships, feel free to hit join down below. Not only does it help support me and help support the channel, but also it allows you guys to get like these cool things called channel member drops, where there's very inexpensive shoes on the website, guys. Like I think I'm selling Yeezys for like 150 bucks, 200 bucks retail. There's a whole bunch of discounts and really good prices, and that's all just to say thank you to you guys for supporting. So that is something you guys can do if you guys want. Anyway, let's check out what we have for questions. And the biggest question that I actually saw that I really wanted to answer was from Illis Barber, one of the homies. He asked, what's the most money you spent on a sneaker that you regret buying? I don't really have any regrets for buying sneakers. I'm very conscious of what I buy, that's why. And as you guys know, I try my best to like only buy things that are really good value. So I don't really have too many regrets, because if I'm buying for a good value, even if I don't like the shoe, I still feel like I made a good decision. So not really any regrets buying. However, there is something that's been kind of like eating at me because I didn't realize prices jumped on these so much. So there is a shoe that I regret selling like very much. So I hope you don't mind, but I'm going to switch that question up and show you guys the shoes that I regret selling the most, because that's actually right here. Now this actually came in a mystery box, guys, and this is the Supreme Dunk Highs in the orange colorway, and there's actually 3 different colorways of this stuff. So there's an orange one, a red one, and also a blue one. Blue one's probably my favorite, but I had all 3 of these as a complete set like 2 or 3 years ago, and they were in very good condition. Like this one is actually not in the best condition. Again, we found this in a mystery box, but it's still in solid condition. Mine were dang near flawless. They were like almost perfect, and my regret with that is that I actually ended up selling that entire set, and I think I sold them for average prices of like $400 or $500. For you guys that are resellers or you guys that are in the know about sneakers, these things are going for a lot more than that now. To get one of these shoes, you're gonna have to spend like at least $1,400 to $1,500, and I think in dead stock condition they're like $2,000. But the condition that I had them in, guys, it was probably closer to like $1,500 in resale, because again, they were dang near flawless. No star loss, no heel drag. And for some reason, I just was like, you know what, I'm gonna sell all of these. And yeah, now I kind of regret it. Not kind of, I really regret it, because they're going for a lot of money and I'm never gonna see them again because I'm not spending that amount of cash on it. So yeah, pretty bad. Next question is from Nate Adam, and Nate Adam asks, replicas are getting so good, what are your thoughts on them possibly changing the whole sneaker game than it already has? It's a weird take that I have, guys, like, because I understand that like a lot of people can't afford these shoes. I understand that, and you still want to look good, you still want to wear these like really dope things, and it's like, why not buy that off-white Chicago one that's like 200 bucks for, you know, a replica, instead of buying the original one for like $4,000, you know? So I get it, and my take on that is, if you're wearing it for yourself, that's perfectly fine. You can wear replicas, and that is cool. I don't mind that at all. It's just, if you're trying to resell replicas, that's where we have a problem. That is definitely a slippery slope, and that's why even trying to like say it's okay to wear replicas, people are gonna flame me in the comments for that, because they're gonna say, oh well, you're propping up the market by saying replicas are okay. But I'm telling you guys, some of these shoes are unattainable for people, and they really just want to wear them for themselves. And like Nate said, they look so dang close. Why would you not want to just wear those instead? So again, I'm not really like supportive of it. I just have like empathy for it, you know, like I understand the situation. So that's my take on replicas. If you're wearing it for yourself, that's cool. If you're trying to sell it though, don't try to pass it off as authentic, because that is scummy and yeah, not good. Okay, so this question is from JP's Hype. He asked, what is the best way to sell shoes that you're reselling? StockX, Grail, and Goat take so much it doesn't feel as worth it. How should we go about selling to maximize our profits? And I mean, this is like kind of twofold. So if you guys are really like new and you guys don't have a following like on Instagram, you know, you're not like a sneaker selling account, then you don't really have a choice. You have to sell on Goat, you have to sell on StockX, because that's where people's attentions are, you know? That's a marketplace, and that's where people go to buy things. If you have like a great sneaker selling Instagram, but there's no attention, you're not gonna make any sales. So you have to go where there's people's attention's at. In that regard, you still have to use those kinds of like resources, those reselling apps, because that's the only place people are gonna find you until you can establish yourself as a brand. And then at that point, I wouldn't sell on those platforms, because like he said, fees are crazy, so it's not really worth it. One thing you can do as well is, if you guys are okay with like doing in-person transactions, that is honestly one of the best things you can do, because again, there's like no fees, no shipping costs. It's literally person to person, cash for shoes, and that's why it's really good. However, you need to be careful about that as well, because there's some sketchy people out there. Most people that I know that do that usually use like Facebook groups. For Hawaii, we have like Hawaii sneakerheads or Hawaii soul searchers. And when you guys use those sources, basically you're just creating a post on Facebook, and then people are like meeting up and stuff, planning transactions, and that's how you guys can get around like fees. Again, it's a little bit more time consuming and it just can get kind of sketchy. That's why I don't mind paying fees. I don't want to say I don't mind paying fees. I don't mind paying GOAT fees. StockX fees are insane. GOAT fees are not bad yet. Who knows? It might get bad. So this is kind of related to question 1. Harrison Morris asked, most you've ever overpaid for a shoe. So like I said, most of the time I buy shoes at a really good cost. You know, I try to buy worn, slightly pre-owned. That way I can save a lot of money, so I feel pretty good. However, there have been times where I kind of like messed up on my resale prices and kind of like misinterpreted the market. So there are shoes that I overpaid for, and there's actually a pair that I feel really dumb about because I thought it was gonna explode in value and it didn't. And I can show you that shoe because I have 3 of them. Not gonna pull out all of them because they're kind of all stacked up and stuff, but there is one right here. And this is a pair of the Air Force One Fragment collab in that black colorway, guys. You can check that out. Really nice sneaker, and I really thought this thing was gonna blow up because I mean, it's a collaboration of Clot and Fragment, so you would assume it's gonna have good resale value. And I mean, it still does. You can get these things for I think like 750 bucks, but before they were trending for about $1,000, and now they dropped all the way to 750. I think I bought around like 950 or so, you know, thinking like this is a good investment because I was like, you know, it's gonna go up over time, man. It's a good collab, and I think it still will. It's just, it shows that the demand is not really there. The hype is not really there anymore. So these things are starting to drop in value. And so either I sell it for a loss or I have to wait at least until it gets back to 950. So yeah, kind of a regret. That's like 600 or 700 bucks right there down the drain, but you can't have winners all the time. So it's okay. So this is a really like fun question because man, I've been really trying to get my hands on this certain pair. And so Marv Reckless asked, what is one shoe you've been looking to add to your personal collection that you haven't been able to get your hands on yet? Basically he's asking like, what are my grails and what's on like my wish list? And there has been two shoes that I've been really like trying to focus on to try to get. And those 2 shoes are, one, obviously the What the Dunk, the SB. I just really want that shoe because as you guys can see, I got like posters and stuff of like these SBs up here, and I almost have all of those shoes except for the What the Dunk and the Pigeon Dunk. So I'm trying to like collect the set. I don't know, it's just one of those things, my life endeavor to get all of those. It's just really expensive and I'm trying to find a good price. But the other shoe that's a little bit more obtainable is one that's actually dropping this year. I've been hyping it up a lot, but I really like that Nike SB Chunky Dunky. I don't know why, it's like so stuck in my head. And you guys know I'm like usually more into like minimalistic shoes and stuff, but for some reason, even though like it's a wild color palette, I just think they killed it on the design, you know? Like color scheme is great, the theme is awesome, and it's just a very well put together sneaker, and I just think it's a great collab. Yeah, I don't know, it's just really something that I really want, so that's one that I'm like hunting for. The drop hasn't happened yet though, so kind of like waiting in the wings to see like, you know, how resale is gonna be, but it's not looking good. I think they're already like boosting up because people are realizing it's super limited. So yeah, resale is like almost touching $2,000 already, so I'm not sure if I'm ever gonna get that. I will try though, I'm gonna try. It is on my wish list, like I said. Oh, my boy Epic Halo. He says, no, thank you, man, for always providing content for all of us. But to be honest, bro, I wanna know how you're feeling right now, bro, life-wise, and also keep up the good work. PS, you know, we're all here for you, brother. Appreciate that, Epic. This guy's really cool, man. He's always very supportive on like streams and stuff whenever I do them. I'm doing really good though, dude. I am starting to see like the light at the end of the tunnel for like this quarantine stuff. Dog is doing good. You know, he's doing very good. He's sleeping on the ground actually over here, but his tail is healing up. And the thing that we actually had removed from his tail ended up being like lab tested and they said it's benign, so another good plus. That's a good thing. So overall, man, life is good. You know, I can't complain. But I do appreciate you guys checking in, and I appreciate all the love that you guys send for not only myself, you know, checking in, making sure my mental health is okay, but also checking in on like my family and also my dogs and stuff. It's really like, it's so cliche because a lot of YouTubers say like, oh no, we're all homies and stuff here, but I honestly feel like whoever I'm talking to behind this camera is like my friend. So yeah, I just appreciate friends checking in and stuff. It's nice. Oh, this is a good question. Okay, and so we'll end with this one. It's from Moses O. Moses O asks, if you had to choose another topic to focus on for your channel, what would it be? And so I'm gonna spin this a little bit and say, if I could choose another channel, like, you know, topic, if I started a different channel, what would it be on? And I'm gonna let you guys know, I'm not trying, dude. I'm like almost at the end. We're starting a podcast actually, like probably next month in June. And this podcast is something that I'm really like interested in, and that's what my second channel is gonna be. It's in collaboration with Goku Flex, one of my homies, and it's gonna be called Flexin' Podcast. So if you guys want to subscribe to that already, we will be putting content on that very soon. I linked it in the description below. I think a podcast is a really good platform because for a podcast, it's like very like, I can just kind of express myself more, you know? Like when I'm talking about sneakers and stuff, I have to focus on sneakers. I can't talk about like my personal aspects. I can't talk about my history. Can't talk about like topical things out in like the world and stuff. So it's very like limiting. And that's something that I don't really like about sneaker channels. Like, we can only talk about sneakers essentially, or else people really won't watch the content. I think for a podcast that we're starting up, it allows me to talk more about things that I like, things that I enjoy, things that I see, and like things that I feel and stuff. So that's why I'm very excited for that one, and it is something that I will be doing. So stay tuned. We're gonna have a lot of cool guests on there. Gonna be a lot of fun topics, and it's really just like a sit down and hang out with me and my homie Matt. So it's gonna be really fun, and feel free again to check that out. I know a lot of you guys are only here for the sneakers, but if you guys are out here, like, you know, I don't know, just kind of like wanting to follow my life and stuff, then I highly recommend going over there to that channel, because it's going to be a transition, and hopefully I think that one will take off as well. Thank you guys for all of your questions for this month. That is actually it for the Q&A for May. We will have another one in June, and if you guys didn't know, the channel membership drop did not happen for May yet, so have YouTube notifications on, because you guys don't want to miss that drop. Again, great deals on shoes and stuff, and that's all as a thank you for you guys supporting the channel. Thank you for that love, guys, and as always, guys, until next time, stay humble, stay blessed, take care, and I will see you on the next episode. Aloha. Shoots!